This leads our bulletin, and it is breaking. The Companies and Intellectual Property Commission has confirmed it has received business rescue application papers from SAA. The embattled national carrier is trying to stay in the air despite its financial crisis. Heidi Jacos is, of course, following the story for us. She joins us now live. So, Heidi, you've been monitoring this since the morning because Solidarity was in court, finally filing these papers.
Exactly. So we do understand from the CIPC, they've confirmed to ENCA that SAA has filed its papers, its business rescue application papers. And this speaks to the fact that even though they indicated in the early hours of this morning that they are going to go into voluntary business rescue, it's imperative for them to file that application through to the PIC, which is mandatory when a company wants to go into business rescue. And what was interesting about this whole process was the fact that Solidarity had initially indicated last year sometime that they want SAA to go into involuntary business rescue, and they re-looked at that application again this year. And of course, SAA, the Department of Public Enterprises, as well as National Treasury, opposed this application and said that they do not want to go into business rescue. And then in the early hours of this morning, they're saying they do want to go into business rescue. So the significance of this is that Solidarity either needs to abandon its application for SAA to go into involuntary business rescue, and they need to indicate what's the next step, given the fact that they gave SAA a clear deadline to say, if you do not file your papers by 5 p.m. today, we will not abandon our business rescue application, and we will be in court on the 13th of December. We do understand, though, that Solidarity has a new stance on this. They are saying that in actual fact, if SAA does not include union participation and involvement in the business rescue process, they will then take the necessary steps to continue with their own business rescue application. They want to be part of it. They want to know who the business practitioner will be, and they want to be part of the process. They don't want to be excluded from it.
Yeah, and just for clarity, Heidi, they filed with the CIPC, not the PIC. I know you've been working both stories, so it's a bit...
Sorry, it's the CIPC.
Yeah. So let's talk about what this means for SAA and how this will help them actually stay up in the air.
Well, basically, the airline is in such a difficult financial situation. They've been struggling to stay afloat. They haven't filed financial statements for the last 2 years. They haven't made a profit in the last 10 to 11 years. And basically, they find themselves in a very difficult situation. And it appears as though they've realized they have no other option but to file for business rescue. What this ultimately means is that the airline will be put under administration. There will be a business practitioner that will be brought in to assess what can be done and how it can be saved. So basically, the powers that be at the airline will no longer have the powers. So the business practitioner will take over and will see how it can possibly save the airline and what can possibly change. So they will be put under administration, and they will be monitored, and the airline will not function as ordinarily because they now have a business practitioner coming in, and to see how they can save money or make money. That's the biggest problem that the airline currently faces.
And how will this actually affect passengers, people who have bought those tickets?
That's not going to be affected whatsoever. The airline released a statement earlier on today to say that all flights are going according to plan. They will indicate should timetables need to change. And it's interesting that you asked that question because many analysts and experts that we've been speaking to have indicated that many routes that SAA operates on are just, there's no profit there. And perhaps that is also an option that the business practitioner will need to look at. But SAA has indicated that if there will be a change to the timetable or the schedule, they will make that very clear to all passengers. And they've also indicated, which is also very important, that Mango, its partner airline, is not affected in all of this business rescue application. So for now, passengers shouldn't stress too much.
All right, thanks so much for the insight. Appreciate it. That is Heidi Jacos.